I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things. In Union City, even the teddy bears had screens. This one was broken. I poked at it, but I couldn't get it to turn on. The shelf was loaded with books on management, business theory, and military strategy. The climate controls looked complicated, except for the big switch marked Windows.
Hey, don't touch that! What have I said about these windows? Keep them closed. Ahem.
Jasmine. A Detective Culls. Someone liked their murder mysteries. A collection of toy animals were lined up in little baskets. One was missing. Dave Dingo. Carl Koala. Kevin Kangaroo. There was an empty spot marked Bartleby Bilby. Take a look at this, Chipworth.
Master Graham, am I to be punished, sir?
What?
Oh, sir, I am so truly sorry. Strike me down that I may never cause sir distress again.
No, Chipworth, I just wanted to show you my crowbar.
Oh, in that case, it's a most wonderful crowbar. It would have been a pleasure to have been disciplined by such an instrument.
Hello, Chipworth.
Good afternoon, sir.
My wife mentioned I had a contact. Any idea who that could be?
Perhaps you might ask her, sir. I fear I am not able to elaborate any further.
What's this about a celebration tonight?
The Aspiration Day Gala. Madam Songbird was so looking forward to it. It is most unfortunate that she'll no longer be permitted entry.
Why? What happened?
Mentor Alonso has deemed you to be somewhat in need of care. He kindly converted Madam Songbird's kudos into more holiday days, so the two of you can spend some quality time together.
And what has that got to do with the gala?
Well, she now no longer holds the required level of kudos for entry.
So you're saying that it's my fault?
Would sir like me to place an order for a bouquet of flowers?
Good idea. I think it's going to need to be a really big bouquet.
Very good, sir. Order processed. Order shipped. Order out for delivery.
Songbird doesn't seem too upset about her husband.
And why would she be? The glorious Master Graham has returned to us.
Sounds like my wife didn't miss me all that much.
I'm confident Madame Songbird's affection was simply kept hidden, on the inside.
Ah, how are you, Chipworth?
I am well, sir. Thank you for inquiring.
I'd like to hear more about Songbird.
May I suggest that Sir speaks with the lady directly, or perhaps check her social media presence. That's how Madam has traditionally spoken to you.
Goodbye, Chipworth.
Have a very special day, sir.
I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into. Songbird, I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Oh, terrific. As long as you're sorry. But tell me, what exactly are you sorry for? Turning up here? Pretending to be my husband? Or maybe you're sorry for making such a mess of it. All that kudos straight down the drain.
But...
Do you know how much effort I've put into getting that gala ticket? How many months of fake smiles and loathsome dinner parties? Only to have Mentor Alonso convert it all into time off to spend with you! So, please explain. What exactly are you sorry for?
That your husband is dead.
Yes. Well, it's a nightmare. The absolute last thing I needed today. Trust Graham to choose the day of the ministry's visit.
You don't seem too shaken up.
Neither do you.
I wasn't married to him.
Neither was I, really. Not by the end. Look, stranger. You told me your secret, so I'll tell you mine. Last few years, Graham gave up trying to be anything other than the dullard he really was. If it weren't for the kudos for being married, I'd have dumped him months ago. You're new here, so a word of advice? You want to win in Union City? Learn the rules and play the game.
My name's Foster, by the way. Robert Foster.
Songbird.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Graham?
Not much. He was a loner whose only friends were idiots like him.
Could Graham have had anything to do with kidnapping?
For both our sakes, I hope not.
What were you saying about kudos?
You mean all the kudos I've now lost, thanks to you?
Yeah, kudos. That's important, right?
Were you born yesterday?
Let's just say I'm new here.
Okay, newbie. Here's how it works in Union City. Be a good example, stay happy, and you get kudos.
Which you spend?
Well, kinda, but not really. The higher your kudos level, the lower you are in the city. Simple.
So kudos is bad?
Aren't you listening? Lower. Lower is better.
What's with the Alonso guy?
Guy? I believe you're referring to Mentor Alonso from the Ministry of Well-Being. He's a high-ranking official. And thanks to you, he won't be taking his eyes off us anytime soon.
We got away with it, didn't we?
Do you think he's a fool? When he finds out who you really are, we're both done for. My kudos won't survive another hit like that.
Who's this contact you mentioned?
Bad news, as far as my kudos level is concerned.
What do you mean?
Graham was always rambling on about this hacker friend of his. Had a daft name. Leet, I think.
Any idea where I could find Leet?
Probably somewhere up top, with the other degenerates. If I were you, I'd stay away.
Are you a collector?
What?
Toys. You have quite the collection.
Oh, yes. The whole set of cuddly kiddies. Even the limited edition Mama Bear from 5 years back. Well, I did have the whole set, at least.
Did something happen?
Bartleby went missing, that's what. I asked Graham about it and he denied all knowledge. Then, when I tried to use the Mama Bear tracker to find dear Bartleby, he threw her across the room.
Clumsy.
Clumsy? Those bears were my engagement gift. He hid Bartleby just to spite me.
Graham had taken Songbird's toy Bilby, but I couldn't figure out what he'd have wanted with it. Wherever he'd gone, Graham clearly didn't want to be tracked. What's a mama bear tracker?
What do you think? It tracks her babies.
Her babies?
The cuddly kiddies. Most toys in Union City are tracker-enabled. Lost toys mean screaming babies, unless you got a tracker.
Mind if I have a look at the tracker?
Go ahead, though the screen is broken. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
Did Leet believe in Graham's conspiracies?
Believe? Pretty sure he's where Graham got him from. Bad influence all round.
Is Alonso coming back here?
For both our sakes, I hope not. But I'm not risking it, so don't even think about doing anything stupid.
Nothing stupid? For how long?
Very amusing. Until my kudos is back on track, obviously. But for now, you are Graham.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye.
It looked like Graham had taken Bartleby and didn't want it tracked. I had a hunch that he had taken it to Leet, but had no idea why. A trader came by our village with something like this back when I was a boy. I think he traded it for a table, or at least that's what I had heard. The device was now on, but with the screen broken, I'd need to find another way to get at the data. I wondered why Graham had taken a children's toy.
Hello there. I'm Mama Bear.
Hi.
Mama Bear looks after all the cuddly kitties. Are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking for Bartleby Bilby.
Don't worry, child. Look at my tummy to find your missing friend.
Hi.
Mama Bear looks after all the cuddly kitties. Are you looking for one of my children?
I'm okay right now.
Remember, if you lose someone, you can always talk to me.
What have I said about these windows? Keep them closed.
If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
Open windows. I can't even right now.
If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box. Excuse me.
Ah, Master Grundy. What joy to see Sir again after all this time. The Poet Laureate Reginald Arthur Schnippel Esquire sends his regards and/or condolences as appropriate.
How nice of you, Reginald.
Correction, sir. If one may be so bold, Mr. Schnippel is of course Sir's human neighbour. How Sir might mistake yours truly, Tarquin, for our beloved Poet Laureate is beyond imagining.
Have you heard any reports of missing children?
Why, no, Master Graham. If anyone went missing, I'm sure AI Officer Greta would find their U-chips.
What if they were from outside the city?
Well, surely AI Officer Greta would find them by their newly implanted U-chips.
Fair enough. For all his poetry, Tarquin was still a Union City droid. What do you think about the graffiti?
As an artiste, I find any medium a valid form of expression. Of course, the vandalism does somewhat detract from the piece.
Who are you again?
Tarquin, Fidelis Mark II domestic savant, at your service.
So you're a servant?
Savant, please. I am a highly engineered personal aid.
I'm Graham Grundy.
Of course, sir.
So we've met before?
Of course, sir.
Do you work in these apartments?
Of course, Master Grundy. Sir and I have been neighbors for 147 days and 11 hours.
When's the last time you saw me?
Master Grundy, one is sure one doesn't need to remind Sir that one works with Sir's neighbor.
One would need one to remind one.
Ah, does Sir mean Sir would need one to remind Sir, or one would need Sir to remind one?
One is not sure anymore. You have a real way with words.
Aha, Sir is referring to one's grammatical prowess, no?
Yes.
Sir is too kind. And yet, if only one could translate grammatical prowess into poetic inspiration.
See you later, Tarquin.
Will I?
Huh? It's just a phrase.
Shall we schedule in another meeting?
I don't think that's necessary.
Such ambiguity. A tortured soul. Alas, I am inspired.
Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence.
The picture showed an utterly unfamiliar scene from a bygone era. For a moment, I was off balance. It felt like I was falling towards the building. But then I realized it wasn't real. Just a lifelike sculpture carved into the wall. What a relief.
Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence.
Keep a smile on your face. The pictures were all of Graham's wife. They were photochemical prints, taken using an old-style film camera. The retro technology had managed to blend songbirds seamlessly into the fake backgrounds. The photography was impressive, but the subject didn't look happy. The pictures in the apartment told a sad story. A blissful romance that had soured with time. Something told me the fire was not authentic. I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things.
I don't know and I don't care. I don't know and I don't care.
Dear me, a terrible situation. Very troubling indeed.
Mentor, given your experience, your input here would be greatly appreciated.
Orana, isn't it? You strike me as a fine young officer of the Ministry of Well-Being. Would you say that's an accurate description?
I'm flattered, sir.
Your record is exemplary, I believe.
I do my best, sir.
I'm sure you do. So please, don't let me down. Fix this mess.
Mess? You mean the girl?
The whole untidy situation.
Yes, sir.
At girl. Keep a smile on your face. After all, it's Aspiration Day, isn't it? The happiest day of the year.
I'll take care of it, sir.
I know you will. By the way, a call to pest control wouldn't go amiss.
Of course, sir.
Meanwhile, I shall isolate this area until this unfortunate incident has been resolved.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your advice.
We're all here to learn from each other. Take care now.
careful.
Careful or careless? I know which one I want to be.
Why don't you come down, yes? Miss Dijon, is that right? Raquel Dijon.
Yeah! That's... me. I think...
Raquel!
Raquel? Did you say Raquel?
You need to come down.
What? Where am I? Oh no! Help! Help!
Hearing her name had triggered a total change in the girl's behavior. I needed to find a way to get her down before she fell.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
Excuse me,
Sir?
what's going on?
Just a citizen in trouble, all under control.
Anything I can do to help?
No need, sir. All under control.
Really? Why is the monopod locked down?
To keep people happy, sir.
How?
Well, this situation has the potential to be unpleasant. So we keep the situation contained until it can be resolved.
But I'd really like to go somewhere.
A little patience, sir, would be appreciated.
Why is she up there?
I don't know. I'm not sure she does either.
When will the monopod be unlocked?
When the situation is resolved.
Is there nothing I can do to help?
Just carry on enjoying Aspiration Day, sir.
But
Best leave this to the professionals, sir.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks.
Convincingly failed.
From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the can. The girl looked almost frozen with fear. Hell of a place to get stuck. Are you okay?
No! I don't know how I got up here!
Raquel! Raquel Dijon! Don't panic! I'm from the Ministry of Wellbeing.
How can we help?
Nothing to see here, sir. I suggest you go back inside and enjoy some screen-based entertainment.
Excuse me? I'd like to make a complaint.
Please, both of you, I'm a welfare officer. I know how to deal with this kind of problem. I just need to check the negotiation protocol.
Well, thank goodness the Ministry is on this. It's all very distracting.
Can you see any way down from there?
No! And everything's wet now thanks to that robot.
Think you can get on the robot when it passes?
I could try. But what if...
We'll catch you. You can do it.
I rather doubt she can.
Can't you try and be more encouraging?
You have a reasonably good eye for aesthetics.
Thank you?
Now, grab on tight. We'll be right underneath you.
You'll be fine.
Human grip strength is famously reliable. Only in short bursts.
Okay, here goes.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Convincingly failed. Water refill complete.
It was a hand scanner.
Water refill complete. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
Excuse me,
Sir?
what's going on?
Just a citizen in trouble, all under control.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks.
Commencing refill.
Hello again.
Good day, Master Grundy.
What should we do about that girl?
We should inform the Ministry of Well-being.
But the ministry is already here.
How very efficient! The missive was only sent a moment ago.
Can you think of a way of getting that girl down?
Gravity should do the job soon enough.
That's rather harsh.
Oh, did Sir mean get her down safely?
Bye for now.
Before you depart, may I use you as a sort of muse?
Depends. Are you writing a romance?
I had something of a tragedy in mind.
I'd rather you didn't.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the can. seal had been vandalized. Poor Joey. Someone had spilt paint on the floor.
Water refill complete.
This particular spot seemed popular with the local birds.
Water tank depleted.
The girl looked almost frozen with fear. Hell of a place to get stuck. Think you can get on the robot when it passes?
I'll try. Okay, here goes.
How do you feel, Raquel? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad that's all sorted. Shall I call a pod for her?
I've got it from here, thank you. Raquel, what were you even doing up there?
I don't know. I don't really remember anything.
The girl looked glad to be back on solid ground. Excuse me?
Mr. Grundy. Oh, Mr. Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
Bravo, Mr. Grundy. Your actions in this situation were sublime, albeit unconventional. The local noise levels have already returned to normal, and the building will soon sparkle again.
I'm more concerned about the girl. Is she gonna be okay?
Yes, blah, 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 and all that. Officer, wouldn't you say that Mr. Grundy's actions today warrant a kudos boost,
Of course. Thank you for the suggestion.
Tarquin, miss.
Orana Newblood.
Yeah, like the guy said. Graham Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
So, do you work here?
I'm an officer for the Ministry of Well-Being.
You often have to talk girls off high ledges?
My first one.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
Raquel. Is she always like that?
What do you mean?
Well, I met her earlier and she seemed like a totally different person.
She's been through a big ordeal. Nothing that a trip to the reflection spa won't sort out.
What is the reflection spa?
What is the... Are you feeling okay, Graham? Everyone this side of the industrial level has heard of reflections.
Oh, you mean that reflection spa. It's been a long day.
Next, you'll be asking me to tell you about this Joey guy.
No, I'm familiar. I'm on the trail of a missing kid called Milo. I think he's somewhere in Union City.
That shouldn't be difficult. Any greeter terminal will be able to find him via U-chip.
No, that won't help. He was brought here from the Gap.
That's not possible.
I assure you.
Where did you say you worked, Mr. Grundy?
That'd be the Ministry of Comfort.
I suggest you concentrate on your work and leave well-being issues to the appropriate ministry.
How is the girl doing?
She'll be fine. This sort of trauma is best handled at the Reflection Spa.
Will she be in trouble for the graffiti?
Well, no real harm done. The droid will clean it up, eventually. That said, her kudos rating will take a hit.
All because she defaced Joey?
People loved Joey, and what he did for us.
Joey was my friend. We did so much together.
Well, he might be gone, but he's not forgotten. You can find out about our savior at the Museum of New History.
You mentioned I could find out about Joey in a museum?
Yes. The Museum of New History has exhibits about how he transformed the city. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to learn about him and his legacy.
A museum dedicated to Joey? He'd be proud of that for sure.
Well, it's not all Joey. They have a special exhibit about the previous administration. Old technology, maps, that sort of thing. My advice, though, is to avoid dwelling on the past. Anyway, taking in some culture is good for you. Find it at the Piazza, if you get the chance.
I guess I should get going.
Yeah, well, thanks for your help.
I suppose I should thank you too.
No problem. You take care.
You too, Mr. Grundy. If you need any well-being support, just ask for me at a greeter terminal, or Rana New Blood. Come on, Raquel, let's get you to the spa. You'll be feeling better in no time. No need to worry, Raquel. You're safe now. Happy faces all round, right? In fact, this calls for a celebration. It is Aspiration Day, after all.
Oh, goodness. Is it?
All day. And you know what would be the best end to a day like this? A trip to the Reflection Spa. I'll pull a string or two, and we'll get you straight to the front of the line.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing rebuild.
Pod has been requested. Please wait for embarkation. Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
I needed to find more information on Graham's contact before I could decide where to go next. Sorry, Monopod. I think that I'll stay here.
No problem, Citizen Graham.
Water refill complete.
Got a minute?
Apologies if my loquacious musings disturbed one.
What do you think of Spankles?
One has very little opinion on the stuff, sir, though most humans appear to find it rather enjoyable. Sir Reginald is awfully partial to cracking open a cold one at the Piazza Cafe.
And what about you?
As delicious as I'm sure it is, consuming one would likely cause a fatal internal malfunction, and I'm too busy for all that. Excuse me, sir.
Ever had a mini K?
Absolutely not. That isn't the sort of thing the poet laureate keeps around.
Would you like to try one?
My dear boy, Reginald Arthur Schnippel's standards will be maintained through my actions. And even if I were to lower them, I cannot consume such produce.
Your loss. This particular spot seemed popular with the local birds. Got a minute?
Apologies if my loquacious musings disturbed one.
Hello again.
Good day, Master Grundy.
See you soon, Tarquin.
I do.
Ray, please stand back. Water tank depleted. Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence. Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence. Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence.
Excuse me, please.
Chipworth?
Hello, Master Graham.
Do I know someone called Leet?
I can neither confirm nor deny that, sir.
Why's that?
When Sir was shorter and stouter, it was made very clear that I was not to discuss such information with anyone, not even Sir himself.
Okay. Do you know if I know someone called Leet?
Excellent loophole, sir. Yes, I do know with absolute certainty whether Sir knows someone called Leet.
That's good enough for me. Do you know someone called Leet?
He was never my acquaintance, sir.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the windows, Chipworth?
Very good, sir.
The plants needed watering, badly. The gang clearly didn't like having her nest disturbed. The gang had a ferocious beak. I was lucky not to lose a finger. There wasn't room to swing a cat, let alone a crowbar. Besides, she was guarding her nest. It didn't feel fair. Here you go. There was something taped to the air conditioner. Whatever was in the box, Graham had clearly not wanted anyone to find it. Inside was a small glass lens. It had deep cuts scored across its surface. But that wasn't all. Tucked beneath was a photograph. A picture of a stalker. A child's face pressed against the window. Suddenly I realized that it wasn't just Milo. It was clear that multiple children were being taken into the city, and somehow Graham was connected to it. There was a boot print. Curious. Someone had stepped up onto the toilet seat.
Excuse me, please.
Chipworth?
Good afternoon, sir.
Have a super day, Chip.
Serving.
Do you know what this is?
No, Master Graham, I specifically do not. On your orders, sir.
I don't know and I don't care. I don't know and I don't care.
The device was on, but the screen was still blank and broken. Dave Dingo. Kevin Kangaroo. Carl Koala.
Water tank depleted.
Do you recognize this?
It appears to be a lens of some sort. An instrument in which to see the world around us through an alternative perspective.
Sure, but what can I use it for?
With all those scratches, one would imagine its only use may be metaphor, sir.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like some sort of ambulatory transport.
They're kidnapping children.
Please let one know if they start on droids.
Water tank depleted.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
I needed to find more information on Graham's contact before I could decide where to go next. Sorry, Monopod. I think that I'll stay here.
No problem, Citizen Graham.
What do you make of this?
Looks like some of Graham's trash.
Yes, but what is it?
I don't know, and I don't care. Ahem!
I needed to know more about Graham's involvement with the Stalkers before presenting any evidence to Songbird. Hello, Chipworth.
Hello, Master Graham.
Goodbye, Chipworth.
Have a very special...
Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. Thank you for consulting on a regular basis.
Do you have any further advice for me?
Are you aware that falls while walking are one of the biggest causes of injuries in Union City? Remember, no matter how short the journey, a monopod is always safer and more convenient.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
That's all for now.
Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things. Beating a stuffed koala wasn't going to get me any closer to finding Milo. I was still just a grown man hitting a cuddly toy with a crowbar, wasting time I didn't have. I was still just a grown man hitting a cuddly toy with a crowbar, wasting time I didn't have. I swapped the lens for the broken one from the lockbox. The HoloLens now projected fragmented data.
Ahem!
The HoloLens now projected fragmented data.
I don't know and I don't care.
Excuse me, Songbird?
Hey, stranger.
Tell me more about Graham.
Why do you want to know?
I think he might have been involved in something.
What do you mean?
I came to Union City from the Gap because I was investigating a mysterious...
Oh, for Joey's sake, not you too. Blah blah conspiracy, blah blah giant dog. Graham was the perfect husband until he started getting crazy ideas. Why couldn't he just have an affair like a normal person?
Graham was a conspiracy theorist?
Always was. But before he went missing, he really changed. He became secretive. He used to close the terminal whenever I came into the room.
That's not that strange.
And he started spending a lot of time in the bathroom. And then he just disappeared.
Okay, that's the weird bit. What does Bartley Bilby look like?
Bartleby is a bilby. Adorable, long ears. Like a bandicoot and a rabbit all rolled into one. At least he was, before he went missing.
Can I open the window?
I'd rather you didn't.
Why not?
See those clouds out there?
Yes?
That's not water vapor.
Oh. You mind if I open a window?
Yes.
Looks like Graham was quite the photographer.
Oh, he was dreadful. At first I thought he was an artist. Then I found out he used those ridiculous antique cameras. It took hours to see the finished photographs. And he took forever fussing with the lighting. The only good thing about his photographs is that I'm in most of them.
What do you know about the council?
They run the city. You know, like they always have since Joey left.
Can I speak to them?
Not with Graham's ID, you can't.
You work for the Ministry of Comfort?
Sure do. It might not sound prestigious, but without us, the city falls down.
You don't seem the type to settle for a cleaning job.
Cleaning supervisor, thank you very much. And you'll find in Union City, it's not what you do, it's how you do it that counts.
How so?
You know, get the job done, don't get in trouble, keep a smile on your face, the usual.
Can I ask you about some missing children?
I'd rather you didn't.
What can you tell me about the Minister for Comfort?
The terminal has their details. Look there if you want to know more.
So you need a higher kudos to get lower?
Of course. That industrial pit up there hovers over me like a storm cloud. And this middle level is simply beneath me.
I think I understand what you mean.
But the lower level, now they are my kind of people. They've got standards that you don't see enough of round here.
How can I raise my kudos level?
With kudos, obviously.
So how do I get more kudos?
Well, isn't that just the question? Like I said, be happy, get points.
But how can you be happy when you've just found out your husband is dead?
You think I'm not sad on the inside? No one's gonna give me a medal for having a dead husband.
But...
Let's talk about something else, eh? My points have already dipped way too much today, thanks to you.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye. I don't know and I don't care.
The HoloLens now projected fragmented data. Got a minute?
Is something the matter?
Do you recognize this?
It appears to be a lens of some sort. An instrument in which to see the world around us through an alternative perspective.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill.
I doubted I'd be able to get it to sit still long enough.
Water refill complete.
Do you know why I put this out there?
Why you put what? Out where, sir?
I could see that this was going to go round in circles.
Excuse me, please?
Do you know why I put this out there?
Why you put what? Out where, sir?
Chip was beginning to sound like a broken record. Here's something for all your hard work.
Oh my. Did I do something wrong?
No, Chipworth. It's a gift. A mini knockwurst sausage.
It is edible? Now I understand. I cannot, of course, consume this, but I shall happily dispose of it for you, sir.
No way. I'll keep hold of it.
Very good, sir.
Chipworth?
Hello, Master Graham.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you water the plants, Chipworth?
Very good, sir. Excuse me, please.
Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive.
Excuse me, please.
Hello, Chipworth.
Good afternoon, sir.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you tidy up the apartment, Chipworth?
Very good, sir.
Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence.
The HoloLens now projected fragmented data. I swapped the lens back to the original one. Keep a smile on your face. I swapped the lens for the broken one from the lockbox. The HoloLens now projected fragmented data.
Excuse me, please.
The device was on, but the screen was still blank and broken. Hi.
Mama Bear looks after all the cuddly kitties. Are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking for Bartleby Bilby.
Don't worry, child. Look at my tummy to find your missing friend.
Excuse me, Songbird?
What now?
Bye, Songbird.
Yeah.
I swapped the lens back to the original one. The image being displayed on the holoplinth had changed. The plinth was showing the toy's tracking data. All I needed to do was locate the area code E1594. Find the tracker, find Leet. A map reference. E1594.
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
Graham had
Where
put a
would you
tracker
like
there.
to go?
Maybe it was the key to finding his hacker friend Leet.
The piazza is the place for me.
It would be my pleasure, Citizen Graham.